Take a look, see if this is working. Hello everybody. Howdy doody. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. Hopefully this thing will work now. It's funny, you don't stream for a while. There we go. Everything's working now. So I think what I'm going to do today is a little bit of a test to test out live streaming. I haven't live streamed in quite a while. And I thought it'd be kind of cool just to do a little bit of a, like a hangout. And then I'll use this video later as an actual video in my channel. So if you're in the hangout now, or if you show up later, cool. Say hello, etc., etc. Please subscribe while we're here. So there you go. So I thought today it'd be fun to do a live stream to kind of just do some fantasy shopping. Not necessarily fantasy, but there's some toys I've wanted for quite a long time. By the time I get some of these toys, I imagine they'll have a new version of them, which is crazy because they have some really incredible detail as it is now. So I thought it'd be fun just to kind of go through them and see what kind of like a top 10 in a way. The first one I have is going to be this 3-0 Armored Troopers Votum Scope Dog. Scope Dog is one of my absolute favorite designs of mecha. This is, I wanted to say it was what size is it? 1/12. So a Votum's is kind of interesting. It's like a model kit. I mean, I'm sorry. It's like a tank, or a mecha walking tank that isn't that much larger than a human. It's probably 3 times the size. This channel here, by the way, if you want to follow, is the review spot. There's a lot of different ones out there. So this will give you an idea. Let me show you the size of the human first. And I believe this runs between about, no, this is a I call it pink. They say some other word there. I don't know what the other word is there, but this is like a special unit, so it might be a little more expensive, but I'm showing that it's about $500 to $700. So yeah, they're about a third of this, about a third of the height of a human. So when they're inside of it, they're protected, but they're also kind of, it's pretty bare minimum in there if you look at it. But I absolutely love this this set, and I've wanted it forever. It's not a model kit, because Votums are just such an interesting design. But I like, my favorite part about them is that they're a really kind of almost what I like to call a camper style, which means that it reminds me of like a car camper or a personal camping setup. It's small enough that you could sleep in it, but it's large enough to be like expensive and whatever. So it's not a giant mecha. It's not like a 100-foot, some kind of crazy fantasy mecha or whatever like that. It's a realish mecha. These little spikes that's shown here are awesome. Those help them stick into the ground when they're firing and stuff, I guess. Or actually, these guys like to hover on the ground, kind of like skate on the ground in a way, using air pressure. And so I think the spikes actually help them turn tight corners. I can't remember what they claim to use them for, but this is definitely one of my favorite designs, favorite looks. I actually like this color too. The color is not a big deal to me, but since it's a toy and you're not going to be painting it, you need to keep an eye out on make sure you get the right color. But so that's a 1/12. I don't think they have any others. The only one I could find, because it's older, the only one I could find was on eBay. So yeah, $600 basically. I don't think. Yeah, I think 1/12 is the largest it gets. I really enjoy the really large scale ones, but that's why they're a bit of a not a holy grail by like a white whale. They do exist, but they would take up so much room on the shelf, so you can see. So that's pretty wicked. I love how the interior, see how small the interior is. This is what I meant when I was saying it's kind of like a camper style, where you could even sleep in it, and it's kind of like your own. It's like if you made a camper out of your little hatchback. It's really cute and stuff, but it does the job. It's kind of how Votums are. They're not super tough. They can be shot up with bullets and stuff, and I've seen them get shot up with bullets a lot, like just from a gun. Not, you know, usually you're used to Gundam and other mecha where it's just ricocheting off, but these guys get destroyed all the time. So in that way, it's kind of funny. And they're at the joint where they have a the arms are joined with the body. You can see how it's kind of, I mean, that surely that's not strong enough, but I don't know. I guess so. So that's the 3-0 Armored Troopers Votom Scope Deck. I do believe that is the only one they've made of that scale. What is that, 112? Let's see. What I do is I always just type in what I want, then I always just go right to the shopping. But then I always do the price high to low, because if you go low to high, you're going to be getting like junk. You're going to get bidding stuff. You're just going to get stuff that isn't real. So yeah, there it is right there. So that's $800 there. Oh, so they did 112 is the largest. I don't think they've made a, what would be the next 1/6? 1/6 would be hilarious. No, see, they're not 1/35. They're not going to show all that stuff. So yeah, it's only 1/12. It seems like the largest. So that's a good Votom toy. I really want this. This is definitely something that I'm kind of like, hey, I'm thinking of, you know, getting that, because that's actually gettable in a way, but for that much, that's going to be like a special birthday one. Next one is, of course, I mean, obviously, one of the best things in the world. These aren't really in order. These are just, I mean, imagine having these kind of thing. And it is the Hot Toys Avengers Age of Ultron Hulkbuster. They made a later one. Excuse me, I need a coffee. Let's see if they have the later one in here. So there's the Hulkbuster. This is the 6 scale. I can't remember if this is the 6 scale Hot Toys. Yeah, so this should be it. So $1,200, which if you think about, really isn't that bad for what you're getting. What's really cool is you get an Iron Man figure, I believe. Let's see here. Where did it say? And he literally fits in there. So he goes down into the actual body. Let's see here. Given the immense popularity, blah blah. Let up. Let's see here. Got LEDs. They say that the batteries are a real hassle on this one, though. It's like just a really horrible thing. Jackhammer Left Arm. So yeah, you get the Jackhammer arm, which is cool. This is what I was talking about the other day in that movie where he just goes bunk 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 bunk. It's where he's holding on to the Hulk's. He show it here, I believe. See, there's the actual size comparison. Where is the Jackhammer arm? Well, I'll see if they show it. But let's see what it comes with, because I wonder if I think it comes with the Iron Man. Hulkbuster, special features and armor, chest, red, blah, blah. Battle damage chest, Jackhammer arm. Interchangeable net. Yeah, so it has a bust of the articulated fingers. Where's the picture that shows? Now I got to go through all this like this, don't I? Oh my god. He shows it in the box here. Let's open the box. This is another good channel if you want to follow just cool toys, openings and stuff. So it's an Age of Ultron one. Did not make a newer one? I thought they made a newer one. But you see, you get this like bust of Iron Man, and he fits inside there. I'm just gonna do this. Where's sign? Search. Blah blah blah. So Hulk. I thought they made a newer one or a large one, but this one $1,200, plenty. Yeah, so 1,100. That's the largest. There's a statue. So there's a little bit of a smaller one, a smaller scale. Yeah. So I guess he does not come with it. I thought he came with an actual Iron Man included, which would be incredible. But see, you can see how this just, I can watch this stuff all day. He's got these protective legs like that, in case you want to literally put your Iron Man in there, which I don't know why you'd want to just use the bust, but I guess if you're looking for play value and all that. So that's my problem number 2. Just an amazing toy, of course, but imagine how much shelf space that takes up here in the back. I've got some but it's just ridiculous. I believe some of the stuff he's showing here. Oh, he's laying him down because he's tired. He needs a nappy. Let's see. Thought he showed it with the additional armor bits, but he doesn't show the jackhammer fist. You have a jackhammer fist and everything. Where was that comparison? Oh, here we go. Ooh, that blue one. That's a cool one. That's the one that's like AI driven or whatever. What is that one, I wonder? Now I'm gonna look at that. Let's see, Iron Man. Let's see which one they have. Because Iron Man's I'm not really into the deluxe figure market. Oh, look at Rescue. She looks cool. But yeah, there's the extra arm. Wow, $250 just for the arm. But so like, I'm not into the statues at all. I'm into an actual figure. But the oh my God, look at that! Wow, that one's cool looking. But the actual figures are so cool at this price range. Though, you're kind of like, I might do it. But a lot of these guys and girls who have a review channel will often have. Where's that blue guy? Well, often they get them for free and stuff. Sponsored by a site, stuff like that. Let's see here. I'm looking for the blue punchy guy. Let's see if I can find him. If I can't find him, I'll move on. But anyway, all right, that's cool. So that's probably I'd say my second. I mean, come on. What's cool about it is it's a good way to see how to do weathering, but without I'm always making mistake, or not the mistake, but I'm always applying the same kind of dirty weathering to stuff, using a lot of washes, and it just makes it darker and darker. So I'm trying to calm myself down, because I like to have weathering like this where it will it's scratched, it's dinged up, but it's not covered necessarily in grease. I mean, if you fought with Hulk, you know, he'd probably be dirtier than this, but I love that it's just kind of what they call chipped and stuff. And so I'm trying to get better at that. But that weathering, unless it's printed on, which it's not, it's got to be done. It's got to be done by hand. So, but that's definitely one of my. I mean, give me a break. It's compared to a cat. Look at that. So third one. Oh, here's the Hot Toys. I think this was the first one they made. This was not the Age of Ultron, or was that when the first Hulkbuster first showed up? That might have been when her Hulkbuster first showed up. But MMS 510. Let's look again here, because. Okay, so is that it? See, that's the deluxe version. Movie Masterpiece series. So that's got to be it. It's got to be the MMS. So that's the same one, I guess. Looks kind of crappier on his crappier camera, though. Next, we've got, this is obvious one. I know that, like, you know, we all say this about stuff, but this is definitely one of those I should have got this for sure kind of buys. And it's because this was done by let me move this real quick. It was done by HasLab, which is Hasbro's exclusive, not exclusive, but they'll basically crowdfund these big toys. And let me show you. What's really cool about it is you get insane stuff. So you get, let's see here, HasLab is active. Here's the past ones. So they started with, I didn't think they started with that. I thought they started with this guy, didn't they? I could be wrong. So you basically back it. I think he was, what, $400, something like that, $500, I don't know, something like that. And then they'll produce it. And a lot of people have a problem with this style of toy production. I'm basically of the mindset that if it gets it done, it gets it done. Because I don't know how many, 21,000 backers. That's pretty cool. But like I said, I'm not one to be like, oh, you know, I should have got that. But this is one of those ones that I was like, you know, I definitely probably should have got that. if it's interesting as you're looking at it though, compared to the Hulkbuster stuff, if you look at even the slight weathering they did on the Hulkbuster stuff, it makes you realize that they really didn't do a ton of it on the Sentinel. I mean, that's so clean looking. He does have like a busted up face. He'll probably show that. Here's the busted up face. But it's a little bit alarming because since there is no other weathering on the head sculpt at all on the face, it kind of sticks out a bit. It's not real cool. There's no dirt at all. So for the price I paid from HasLab, which I can't remember how much it was, I want to say it was $300. Is it $399? It looks cool though. This is one of those ones I'm like, but you can actually, the cool thing is it actually pretty much matches the scale of the comics. It's you get large stuff a lot, and you don't. It doesn't always work. Where was it? I want to say it was like $5.99. Let's just do this. Well, this is $800, but that's probably not a scalped, but they bought it and they don't want it anymore. $550. You know, like $500 for a centerpiece thing like that in your collection is pretty ridiculous. It comes with 2 of the figures. Wow. So again, getting closer to being almost affordable. I mean, I could buy it if I wanted to, but it's just kind of like when you start getting into toys like that, you're getting into toys that are not only can you afford pocket wise, because you start buying these things, kids, it really starts to wreck you. So what I tend to prefer to do is go after stuff that is like literally affordable, like under $100 a piece, just because I'm gonna want more, but this guy would be incredible for a centerpiece thing, that or like the Hulkbuster, something like that. Hulkbuster is $1,200, so that's definitely one of those centerpiece type things. But I just love the look of everything here. I just wish you can see in the detailing there. Let me try this. I can do this now. The hands, like for example, I wish that they had. You see the gray in there, the machinery type stuff. I wish it had just a little bit of grease, just a tiny bit of grease. Really, anything would be incredible. So, but that's that's my third. Again, I'm not calling them a holy grail because they do exist. I'm calling them a white whale of toys, really, that aren't really even. It's not that they're white whales much, because I don't normally collect these lines, but something that I would definitely want. This next one is definitely a line that I've thought about getting into, and it is Diaclones. Diaclones, I do collect Rahio, and somebody told me that Rahio is kind of a knockoff Diaclone. It's a similar scale. These guys, I believe, let's see, a Diaclone D80, I believe it's about 300, 400, something like that. I know you can find them on Big Bad Toy Store. I was going to say, yeah. Discovery, eBay. So a lot of the stuff you're having to get from Japan. And that's why you're seeing either the higher price or the additional shipping. But what's cool about this guy is as you watch it, they go through it, and there's a figure on this list that'll remind you of this Diaclone. It can turn into a lot of different things. It can be little vehicles, and they combine to be larger vehicles and stuff. It's so cool. So this is definitely getting into the more of a line that you could collect. Those Hot Toys and stuff at $300 to $1,200 a piece. You're not necessarily. I mean, you could get into them for sure, but it's getting to the point of spending so much, you're kind of like really hurting yourself. But this is something you can get into. To have some fun with. Let me open this, and then you could also get some of the smaller ones. So you have always go high to low. Let's put it on 100. So there's the big guy there. So you got like smaller sets. You even have individual, you know, characters and stuff, and all of that you can like collect. Now, see, this is if you know the Rahio stuff that I talk about on this channel, then you'll see this little size here. That should be the same size as Rahio. I think it's 1/60th scale. Let's see here. It doesn't say. What scale is Diaclone? 1/60th. So they're pretty much same stuff. So really cool. This is something that if you got into, you could only collect these and have a really fantastic collection. But it would take you some time unless you just put down, you know, 10 grand or something and buy a bunch of them or whatever. So really cool. That's Diaclone. By the way, this channel as well, Toys TV. Again, as I'm watching these videos, go subscribe to these channels because they all have really cool. Just not like this channel is non-stop cool content. It's like they're just always making you real super jealous with stuff. Like really cool stuff. There's another Diaclone, Optimus Prime. This 3.0 channel, this 3.0 manufacturer, really good. See, they'll give you like a standing view and it's just it's crazy. I mean, look at that weathering. So that's some proper weathering right there. So next we've got, let's see here. What was that one? Lost my spot. Hide that. Here's another dig. So that's the D80. I believe this is the same one. Yeah, just opened up in a different way. So you can see whenever you're shopping for stuff, I always get a couple different videos because you'll get different angles, but you'll also get, oh no, you know, that looks a little bit larger. I want to say that Rahio is a little smaller than that. That guy looks a little larger than a Rahio dude, Rahio Mini. But they're all about combining and doing crazy stuff. It just looks nuts. It's really cool. Really not bad for the price. You get a lot of plastic. Let's see here. Oh, this guy here is something I definitely don't collect, but it's something I would definitely not mind collecting, or at least buying, again, for a centerpiece type thing. He's not that tall, but man, is he cool. He's got all these details, and I didn't know he had the pilot before. The pilot seat. And sit the little dude down. Look, looks about 1/60 scale as well. Oh, look at her. It goes into the upside down. Okay. I guess that's how you pilot a mecha in today's modern world. Back when I was a kid, you didn't sit upside down. Has a little launcher thing with it. You see, I love this kind of like old school looking boat, dude. Where was that? I believe this is the Mazinger I'm looking at. That's not it. What was this one called? Gigantor. I don't think that's coming up as Gigantor. I can't remember. Let's go highest to low. Let's go highest to low. It might be, oh man, it is so good looking though. I don't think that's it. Yeah, that's not the one. Let's do a little bit of a search here. Evolution Toys Super Gigantor Tetsuin 28 Go. Look at that name. Shopping. Sort by high to low. 13. Wow, he's more than the Hulkbuster. Why'd that be more than the Hulkbuster? I mean, it's nice. I mean, look, that's less. I mean, this is kind of crazy. Is it because it's more of a, I mean, they're both nice. There has to be something there. It's because of what it is. I guess the IP or something. That's cool. So yeah, that's probably one I would never actually, I mean, if I was going to get that for that amount of money, I would just get I would definitely get the Hulkbuster instead. You get so much more stuff. Like, unless this is like your thing. So you get the big guy here too. That's really cool looking. Okay, so that's another kind of a dream one. I've got about 2 more here, and then I'm going to quit the test stream. I think it streamed pretty well. I'll tweak with it. Oops. I'll look back and see what the quality was. As far as just streaming quality. This is one, of course, I love. I don't know the difference between Grendizer and Mazinger and all that stuff like that. But it's incredible looking. And where did he go? I think I had him pulled up here. Is this the one? No, that's the Mazinger. Alpha Max Grindizer. I bet he's pretty crazy. And it's hard to find. So let's search by high. It's not bad. $600 for what it is. Yeah, see, so these guys, of course, this is why it's this channel. I love Toys TV, or channels like that, that they get all the press copies, I guess you'd call them, like the free ones. They just pump out the content looking at them and stuff. But I don't even know what this is. I thought it was a Mazinger at first, because I'm up on, you know, I understand Mazinger to fine. But let's see here. No cartoon, no animation. What I want is an animation. By the way, there's a free Mazinger movie on YouTube that I need to link out to people. It's fun to watch. I don't know what that is. Anyway, looks fantastic. As he gets into it, you see, I can see, but for the price, that's pretty darn good, considering that Super Evolution one or whatever was more money, like $1,200. It's not that big. I mean, I understand, again, they're not all the same because there's different designs and stuff, but that's pretty darn cool. Like, I need to look up what that is. I'm starting to get into the Mazinger universe a bit. Never had been as a kid. Oh, it's got light. Oh, look, spinny arms. Of course, he has spinny arms. I don't know that that's worth that much. Look at that giant. The flame stuff the flames need to light up. Maybe they do. So they charge you all that for the flames, do they? Yeah, see, the flames don't look very good. Looks like a hairy arm. See what I mean? The electricity. That's cool. That's cool. And then the last one I had was this guy, which is, as many of you would have known, would have been basically a, let me get rid of all these, Voltron. But when I was a kid, I wasn't into Voltron, especially the lion ones. I remember the show and I'd watch and stuff like that, but I just didn't really care much for the designs. I still don't. I like them better now as a toy, of course, but this one was the vehicle one. I to this day I couldn't tell you the difference. I don't follow them. But seeing this one, I was like, hey, this is really, really cool. And I believe it's not too crazy. Let's see. Yeah, $300. I think it's kind of harder to find now, but where did he go? Oh boy, here he goes. 7. Well, that's a eBay. What you can do is you go to eBay, and then let's see. See, $329. G88. So you really need to look around, you know, and stuff like that. You might be the same one. I'm betting you that's the exact same one. Look at that. Where's one from China? From outside of the United States, from Japan. So I'm wondering if one's a knockoff. The more expensive one is probably a knockoff. But I just love the vehicle stuff. I don't know why. When I was a kid, I guess it was because that's something as a kid. I'm not one to normally be into stuff from as a kid as much. I mean, there's certainly stuff I like, but as I grew older, I was kind of like, I like that. It was okay. There's a few little toys and stuff, of course, 6 or 7 or 10 toys that I had to get, that I had as a kid, but not just because I saw it in a cartoon doesn't mean I wanted it. But these vehicle ones, I don't know what it is, but look, he's really posable and stuff. Looks really cool. Love the spear, and again, not a horrible price. So not bad at all. I would skip the $700 one to go for the $300 one. Does it show a picture of the box? It does not. See, anytime you see something like this, you need to check also the seller. Yeah, 10,000 positives. Whoa. See, I'm gonna have to check this person out. That's the problem with this stuff. You start going, they're really the really nice quality figure market is bad. You can find yourself getting into some real trouble there. But anyway, I just thought I'd do a little quick test stream to see how it worked, and I think it worked all right. What I'll probably do is I'll probably do some hangouts on Saturdays and stuff. I'm thinking of just kind of chilling and talking about toys and stuff. If anybody out there watches this later and wants to do that, give me a thumbs up. If you thumbs this guy up. I think it's a good idea. Also throw a subscription if you can. I'm trying to get to 3,500, but super fun. I can't wait to acquire all of these. Not really, because it'd be like 25,000, but